What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of High Fiber Sports. On this episode, we're going to break down the NBA Rookie of the Year and go over the crazy first round of the playoffs. Get comfortable, take your pants off while we get into it. All right, boys, here we go. Let's dig deep into some NBA chat. Thank you all out there for joining us today. If you're first time here, welcome. If you like the conversation, we would appreciate you smashing that like button, and you might as well go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. I'm Brad. Today joining me per usual is Matt, and then we've got a guest on today's show that you might be familiar with, a regular contributor to High Fiber Sports. It's Premise, host of Premo's Props. Premo, thanks for coming in today, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. As I understand it, Doug couldn't be here today. He had a laser hair removal appointment on his bum that he could not miss. And so heal up, buddy. We'll see you on the next one.
Ouch.
Like I said in the opening, we're going to discuss the Rookie of the Year and talk about the crazy first round action. We're going to start there in the first round, whether it be due to injuries or just being a lower seed. We have seen more early upsets in the first round this year than I could ever remember. The Lakers taking down the Rockets without Luka and Reeves for most of the series. T-Wolves taking down the Nugs, missing their starting backcourt for multiple games. Or the Sixers taking down the East favorites, for most anyway, in the Celtics. Matt, I understand you got some nugs for me about the first round.
Yes, sir, Brad. Historic first round this season for the NBA playoffs. We had 3 Game 7s. That's the most since a record of 5 in 2014. 3 other series went 6 games, okay? 6 series going at least 6 games ties the all-time first round record set back in 2014. We also had 2 separate 3-1 comebacks, okay? Detroit and Philly. That was just the 14th and 15th 3-1 comebacks in NBA history. And we've never had 2 3-1 comebacks in the same postseason. Premise, what do you think about this historic first round?
Well, I guess what I could say is, like, my biggest takeaway is the Lakers, they were a big surprise for me. Their team, like, basically crumbling. I didn't think they had any chance of getting out there with the Rockets, but for some reason they pulled it through, and like I was honestly stunned by that. Like Denver getting beat by the backcourt of the Timberwolves, like yeah, it sucks, but we weren't a healthy team either. So if we had everybody on the court, we would have been able to get those guys up out of there and move on to the next round. So, but with the Lakers doing what they did and having big old trusty dusty LeBron to do his job. Hey, that's who you had to put your faith in, and a few other guys on that team. So like I'm really taken back by how they got into the next round.
Dude, you can't ever discount or count out LeBron, man. I was with everyone. I'm with you there. That was wild when they were going into this with who knows how long till Luka gets back. Reeves was a crapshoot whether he even was going to play in the first round. He comes back. First game they lose with him back. And yeah, they ended up pulling it out. Everyone, I know it was Lakers were the higher seed, but that's missing a possible MVP almost every year he's been in the league in Luka Doncic. So I thought, I'm with you, dude. That was wild. Obviously, it helped with Durant being out for most of the series, too.
Right.
But even with him in there, they lost the first 2 games without him, or game and a half they had him before he went down. Yeah, I think all the money was on the Rockets going into that series. And, man, if they get healthy, I was saying, they were hot as hell the last month and a half of the season when everyone was healthy. So I really like to see that trio all together. If Luka can get back, Thunder might have a problem on their hands, but it's a matter of if he can. Without him, they can't win that.
No, yes,
no way.
No,
Premise,
man. Oh.
that was definitely a big surprise there from the Lakers. I only gave him one game because I didn't know about Reeves and definitely know Luca. Like you said, Brad, we didn't know about Kevin Durant, but I could have seen that being a sweep going in that thing. So huge surprise there from the Lakers. Huge surprise down here from the 76ers, beating the Boston Celtics, coming back from 3-1. I only gave him one game, so that was a huge surprise for me. But for me personally, my preseason champion pick, my postseason champion pick, the Denver Nuggets, losing to a team without their starting backcourt, one of the guys being a top 5 player in the NBA and Anthony Edwards, my goodness. Yes, no Anthony or Aaron Gordon. No Aaron Gordon, one of my top 5 to 10 favorite players in the league, two-way. He's really the guy that glues it all together. Not having him, yeah, that hurt a lot. But damn it, there was no energy, especially in this game 6, Prim. No energy, no effort, no intensity. My goodness, guys just driving straight line to the bucket. Jokic, Murray, they had their series, but it wasn't enough. Gobert, McDaniels, being able to guard those guys one-on-one without any help, that was huge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Nuggets, their championship window is closing. Huge loss in that Michael Porter Jr. trade, giving away a first round with that just to get Cam Johnson. Michael Porter Jr. averaged 24 points and 7 boards. Cam Johnson put up half that. Ridiculous trade right there to package a first rounder. Championship window is closing. Big Jokic, Nikola Jokic, he's got a supermax contract on the table to sign an extension this summer. He says he wants to be a Nugget for life. Let's put pen to paper.
Hey, while you're talking about this that series there, I mean, we got to start talking about Chris Finch as the best coach in the NBA right now.
Hell of a
I
job.
mean,
Hell of a job.
yeah, 2 straight years in the Western Conference Finals going into this year, and then his backcourt goes down halfway through this series, and they still pull it out. And so it's one of those teams. Is like, I mean, you've got to start giving some credit to the coach. And so, I mean, we got to start talking to him with, the Spolstras, I don't know, whoever you want to name for the best coaches in the NBA right now. But I think the first round, if it showed us anything, is how good the parity is in the NBA. It's like the first round is actually worth watching, unlike a lot of like playoffs and other sports, whatever. Anyone's got a shot. I mean, hell, the Pistons almost went down.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
that would have been wild. The freaking 8 seed about takes out a 1 seed, and then what? Oh, Cavaliers, both Matt and I's sleeper team. They had to go
Right.
to 7 games to
Yeah, they
take
did.
out the Raptors.
They did.
So like the East is wide open right
yeah.
now. Hell, the West I think is too.
The West, I think we got a collision course with the Thunder and the Spurs, but
True.
yeah, East is wide
Yeah.
open. I love the Chris Finch call out there, Brad.
All right, next up, fellas, we're gonna start talking about the Rookie of the Year. Close race, but to no one's surprise at all, Cooper Flagg of the Dallas Mavericks takes the award, beating out his former teammate Con Knueppel and VJ Edgecombe. Prem, you have been singing Knueppel's praises all year. What do you think of the outcome?
Glazing that boy.
So that
Yeah.
it is to my surprise because I thought Knueppel had the shit in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't take anything from Cooper Flag. Like I'll give you your flowers, my guy. But when we look at the 4 teams that he got these high scoring games in, we're looking at the Magic, the Hornets, the Lakers, and the Jazz. And the Jazz was a Magic. Okay, but out of everybody else, we weren't looking at like tough teams that he dropped these 40-point games on. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jazz, a tanking team, they're fucking sitting every one of their starters. These are just like, and then he misses 8 consecutive games because of the foot injury. So I know you have to reach a certain amount of games before you're not qualified to be like nominated for
To get the
that, but
award. Yeah.
yeah, but still missing 8 games consecutively at the end of the season, well, close to the end of the season, was like a big factor for me. Where Con Knueppel only missed 1 game due to an injury this season and didn't keep him out, and I think it was just like more like over a span of games too. He had to do a lot of shooting. That's a lot of shooting. Just like to score 41 points, 50 points, I get that, but that was only a few games. I get he's
Knueppel
18.
led the NBA in 3-pointers this year as a rookie.
And
Come on.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not an easy thing to accomplish, especially
Hell
when you
no.
have like this. When you got like you're breaking records for your fucking your association. So
Yeah.
that would be my fighting argument there on why I thought Con Knueppel should be Rookie of the Year. Again, hats off to Cooper Flagg for winning that, but I feel with your team not even going that much farther either, it just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I felt like Con Knueppel helped his team get farther than Cooper Flagg did as well.
No, 100%. I mean, when you think about Dallas, who else did they have to score the damn ball? And then the Hornets, well, they turn around a franchise that sucked the entire time that Jordan was in charge. And all of a sudden, they're in the playoffs once they get him. We'll play in, whatever you want to call it. I think it's still the playoffs. I don't care what they say. Matt,
play on the side.
Yeah, right. Matt, what did you think of the outcome?
I think this was a fun race this year. You know, you got college teammates, college roommates. You know, they went to a Final Four at Duke. So, you know, these guys are texting each other throughout the season. Fun race. Con Knueppel, hell of a season. Proved a lot of people wrong. You know, a lot of people didn't think he was going to go 4, or he should have went number 4 overall. Like you said, set the all-time rookie record for the most threes in a single season. 273 threes. A rookie's never led the league in threes. My goodness.
Wild.
But he didn't have a better season than Cooper Flagg, boys. Cooper Flagg averaged more points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Just looking at the numbers plainly. Cooper Flagg, he became the youngest player in NBA history to score 50 points in a game when he had 51 in April against the Magic. And Cooper Flagg also became the first rookie to lead their team in total points, rebounds, assists, and steals since Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Cooper Flagg, Victor Wembanyama, it might be these two guys going to be the face of the league coming up this next decade, 2 decades. Because Cooper Flagg, he doesn't even turn 20 years old until December. He's still 19, fellas. My goodness, Cooper Flagg, very deserving.
Yeah, I'll give that to you, but I think if we're talking any other year, I think VJ Edgecombe just came out the wrong year, man. I mean, he averaged 16, 5.5, and 4.5.
I like him.
And again, another guy, he made it to the playoffs, the actual playoffs, and held his own in the first round and looked like a seasoned vet with them missing Embiid for most of it. So, like, God, poor VJ Edgecombe gets really no love here when, like I said, almost any other year except for when, like, Wembanyama came out recently, would he have won? Probably.
All right, guys, that's going to do us this week for High Fiber Sports. We hope everybody out there is getting their fiber in. Please like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Brad, did you know we had a huge milestone tonight? 1 year ago today, the pilot episode of High Fiber
No way.
was posted. What's your thoughts on making a 1-year anniversary here tonight?
Oh man, I'm elated, man. It's been a great time. We brought a bunch of people onto the crew, such as Prem here. I mean, we keep building the crew together, keep putting some stuff out there. Appreciate everyone that comes to watch, and tell your friends. We want more. We want to keep growing, and you guys have got some content ideas? Put them in the comments, man. We'll talk about almost anything that's sports related. You know I'm not afraid to embarrass myself at any point in time on recorded session, so I'm down.